Hi Leo, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I have done your cards for the month of August 2020. So I would like to explain what I've done and then we can get into the reading. So I do the past, then I do then I do near future, and then kind of any other information, or it can be sort of further in the future. And I read the bottom of the decks, and we'll do some oracle cards to get a bit more guidance for you. So we'll start. Don't forget, time is, if you don't know anything about readings, time is fluid. So just because I say now doesn't necessarily mean right now. It's whenever the universe wants it to happen. It's a rough guide for you. And also, if I mention you or another person, it can be vice versa, just so you're aware. If it doesn't suit you, if this reading doesn't fit you, then it's best to kind of maybe try again another time, because this reading specifically may just not resonate with you this month, but it doesn't mean another one won't. Okay, we'll get started. So the first one for your past is intuition. So for some reason, it doesn't look like you're trusting your intuition with the situation. Maybe you need to trust your intuition a bit more. To manifest, it's all about manifesting. It's all about, you can see in the photo, there's door. Do I take the door? Do I not take the door? So yeah, it's all about having the intuition to know what it is you meant to do with regards to whatever your question happens to be. Then we have the King of Cups. It's a little bit dark. I'm not really sure why it's so dark. So anyway, King of Cups. So the King of Cups is somebody who's a supportive leader. They're empathetic. They're stable. Emotionally, I guess they have emotional security. They're wise. They're emotionally balanced. You can see in the picture he's kind of balancing things. And the Four of Pentacles reversed. So the Four of Pentacles reversed is about somebody, maybe there's an obstacle, somebody's maybe being controlled, a bit of overspending or greed. So maybe you need to use your intuition on somebody who's doing that. Maybe you're doing that. Maybe there's a situation about money. Maybe it's about love. If you're intuitive, I guess use your intuition. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. Maybe there's an obstacle you've got to use your intuition about. The High Priestess is also about intuition. Oh, sorry, you can't even see. It's also about intuition, sacred knowledge. Something's going on. Okay, sorry about that. My phone died out of the blue. Okay, so we were talking about the High Priestess. So intuition is an important part, as we were saying. Either to do with somebody who maybe is the King of Cups, maybe that kind of person, or whether it's about the Four of Pentacles situation where it's some sort of obstacle, or if someone's being controlling, or so a relationship, friendship, family member, whatever it is. Trust your intuition. The Now position. Okay, we have, firstly, choose wisely. Obviously, there's a decision that needs to be made, and there's multiple choices. It's just figuring out the right one. Maybe that comes back to the intuition. Choose which, should I go left? Should I go right? Should I go this person, that person? Whatever the situation is, you need to use your intuition and choose wisely. I think it's about a relationship as I said, relationship, friendship, family member, because it's about the heart chakra. So I think that's what the whole intuition use and the spread is about. You got the Star reversed. So the Star reversed is about having a lack of faith, maybe self-trust, a disconnection. Maybe the disconnection is with your intuition. You have a disconnection either with a person or a disconnection with, you know, maybe the intuition, trusting the guidance that you're getting. Then there is the Wheel. And I mean, the Wheel is all about, you know, good luck, a life cycle, destiny. There's a turning point, good fortune, luck, all the really good things. Maybe you trust your intuition and have a lack of, have some faith, and yeah, maybe that the good luck's coming. You know, it sounds like a very positive kind of card, and that the Now position, trusting your intuition and about something to do with the heart. Yeah, I think it's gonna end up quite well. All right, so then in the near future section, so there's memories of love, which are now over. So I think it's like the Six of Cups, really. It's more about friendship and disappointment, maybe of the past. Maybe you're thinking of the lack of that you have. But it's about forgiveness as well. Maybe you need to forgive something in the past. There is emotional loss, which, you know, is about, it's reverse, which is about withdrawal, introspection. You feel disappointed or you feel disillusioned with the world. I hope you can see this with the little light. It's pretty dark in here. Yeah, so maybe you're hesitant to kind of open up your heart, which, as I said, you got the heart chakra. So maybe that's worth noting. And you got moving on as well. You know, maybe, and it's reversed. So maybe it's a resistance to moving on. Maybe there's unfinished business, there's obstacles, which comes back to the same card over here. You know, there's obstacles. So maybe you need to use your intuition, figure out what these obstacles are, figure out whether, you know, what options, when you choose wisely, figure out what option you want and is best for you. I think the intuition is a big part. I mean, you got intuition like twice. You know, they're both the same card. Okay. So anyway, then you have the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is all about someone who is driven to succeed, fast thinking, they're determined, they're strong. Maybe you just have a lifestyle change, or maybe you do something, you take action maybe. Like the lady looks like she's, you know, full charge, like, and the little guy's over here and where I've got my finger, you know, take charge. Maybe you make the lifestyle change. Maybe you move on and you make a different lifestyle change than what you've, you know, and you're strong, you're determined. You want to have something better than what you've been having. Then you got the Magician. So the Magician is about, I think that was upright. That's all about manifestation and power and, you know, creativity, turning visions into reality, that kind of thing. So maybe you make a lifestyle change and, you know, manifest, put out there to the universe what it is you want, because you don't want to have, you don't want to be manipulated. You don't want to have poor planning. You want to move on, and you want to have a fresh start, and you want to succeed. Okay, then you have the Ten of Cups. So Ten of Cups is about, could be happy family, contentment, friendship, divine love. It's all about relationships and harmony, really. It's, you know, you see the people sitting here with their kids over here playing, and, you know, there's all these things, you know, around them, and they just look very content, really. With the Tower reversed. So the Tower reversed is all about a personal transformation. It can be a fear of change. It can be you're averting some sort of disaster, but maybe you move on and you do fear the change, but, you know, you will succeed. You will be fine. Persevere. Okay, and then something's going to take a while, though. There's the waiting game at the moment. So something's going to take a little while. I think it's like, if you look in the picture, you know, there's like buds up here growing. There's nothing down here, but they're putting roots into the ground so that the roots can, you know, the plant can grow. It's going to take time. That's not going to happen, you know, overnight. It's going to take some time. So yeah, it's a matter of, something's going to take a little while. But why that happens, rest and rejuvenate. Spend time in nature. Maybe meditate. And you know, ask to get help with your intuition, or whoever you believe, God, the universe, whoever. Maybe talk to them. Sorry, I'm sniffing. I had a bit of an allergy hay fever thing going on. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you can see in the picture the guy's like meditating. He's sitting there with his arms, you know, outstretched, and yeah, he's meditating. All right. So then we have these are beautiful cards. The Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is about work. It can be about training. It can be widening your knowledge. It can be about money, mastering your craft, whatever it is. Like, you can see the person, and you know, she's making these little people. She's creating. That's what she's doing. So it can even be, I mean, it doesn't have to be about your job, about your employment, but it can be you're creating something new. And you've got the Strength card, which is you, Leo. That is you. So you showed up in your own reading. So Strength card is all about having strength, courage. It's about compassion. It's about self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, all those things. But you're in your own reading, so that's really good. And then you have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is maybe you relocate, maybe you move somewhere different, you release your baggage, you have a new perspective on life. I mean, maybe obviously when you move on, then you have this total new beginning over here. So that's coming very, very soon, which is good. Now, I do want to mention there were 4 cards that came out, and I didn't want to put them back because I think they're related. I don't know the time period for these. But anyway, you got Transformation reversed. So transformation is the same as kind of the Death card. It's like, but it's reversed. So at the moment, it's you're resisting change, but you need to have a personal transformation, kind of inner purge, like get rid of all of the crap that doesn't serve you. So transform you. There is the Spiritual Union reversed, which is the same as the Two of Cups, but it's like lovers. But it looks like the Two of Cups is all about maybe, I mean, Spiritual Union's about soulmates. It's like a soulmate card. And at the moment, maybe the person that you were dealing with was not your soulmate. Maybe they're still coming. So maybe you've got to transform and get away from that situation. prioritize what it is you want, so that you, and also know that you both need to have the same, I guess, hopes for life and hopes for your future. Then you've got love begins, which is reversed, which is like the Ace of Cups. Oh, sorry, I forgot with the spiritual union, I did say it's like Two of Cups, which can be about distrust and a breakup. And, you know, so as I'm saying, that's why I said maybe it's the person that you're, you know, moving on from, not your soulmate, as I said. Anyway, love begins reversed, which is like the Ace of Cups. And that's reversed, which is, you know, maybe someone's, you know, all about their ego, they're selfish. And maybe even you were hesitant, you know, like, so I just thought I would tell you about that. And you got the Triumph card, which is the same as the Chariot in the normal tarot. And it's reversed, which, you know, it just kind of is about lack of direction and someone needing self-discipline. So not success, not succeeding. Maybe someone's not succeeding, or maybe there is just no success with this whole love life for that particular person, the one that's not your soulmate. Your soulmate's still coming. Okay. I did 3 other cards. One of them, these are numerology. First one you got was parenting. So maybe the situation involves children. Maybe you do work with children, but there's children involved somewhere. Maybe you'll have children. You need to have compassion for the situation, or there needs to be compassion in general. And the other one is domestic harmony reversed. So, I mean, that, you know, you need to have compassion to have, and a whole heap of other things to have domestic harmony. It means that things in your house, in your environment, are not so great at the moment. Okay, so that's those. So we'll do the bottom, and then I'll pick a few oracle cards. So the first ones I'm just going to pick. I'll do the numerology. So the bottom of the deck was an environment. As I said, it's all about your environment, and you need to have a healthy environment. You want to have an environment that is the best for you. There looks like there's little effort being put in, maybe in the love life or in some sort of situation, but there needs to be healing, and there also needs to be some personal growth, because you will attract love. And maybe that's even self-love, even having self-love. Then you've got foundation and achievements, which is the same as the one with the happy families. Like, you want to have a stable foundation. So, you know, that's quite important. You want to have, what else? I just think, I mean, you know, you see in the picture, like, there's a rainbow, like, everything's gonna get better, you know, like, there's the storm and then there's the rainbow, so things are gonna get better. At the moment, there's no wisdom kind of being used. It's the same as the Hierophant. Like, it's all about like your personal beliefs, as I said before. Maybe you both have very different things you believe. Maybe you have different things for your future, plans for your future, but you need to make sure that that's all aligned. Emotional withdrawal, like, don't let that happen. You don't want to. It means like retreating, but it does mean moving on. But you feel a bit abandoned, or you're looking for something better, you're disappointed. It's pretty much the same as a few of the other cards, the moving on card. You might be in a bit of mental conflict, but that will end. Okay. The Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is all about passion. It's adventure. It's, you know, being impulsive, being a bit of a risk taker, doing something you enjoy. You know, you raise your vibration, as I keep saying, you will attract good things. Like attracts like. So you raise your vibration, it attracts better things to your life. The Five of Wands, it means that the conflict is now over. Upright would mean that there's a lot of drama and, you know, fights and arguments. They're now over, which is good. Or they will be over, you know, soon. Somebody, maybe you are overwhelmed by what choices you have. You know, you feel determined. You feel like upright would be all about too many choices and, you know, someone that can't make commitment. But maybe, you know, maybe you can find somebody that is willing to commit. Page of Swords is like communicating and being inspired and vigilant and being alert and chatty and witty and kind of curious. It's kind of similar to like maybe take a leap of faith. You know, that's that same card, like 10 of Pentacles. We spoke about that a minute ago. Happy family. You've got that here somewhere else. 10 of Pentacles. Where was that? Yeah, it's here somewhere. Anyway, it's exactly the same. Happy families. Like, it's about being happy. Like, those things are coming. It's just getting over the, you know, the bit of the crap first. Sorry about that. Then you've got the Knight of Pentacles. And that's about being patient. Maybe you need to be more trustworthy. Maybe you're going to meet someone who's a reliable person and they're a patient person. They're trustworthy. We'll see. Ace of Wands is a creative new beginning. That maybe you're going to do something new. Maybe you're going to do something creative as a job. Maybe you get some sort of inspiration. And the Two of Wands reversed. It's all about personal goals and inner alignment. Maybe you need to make a plan. You keep getting lack of planning. Maybe you need to make a plan. And the inner conflict that was done before, maybe it is about a bit of inner conflict between what are you going to do? What do you want to do? Got to trust yourself. But the Five of Cups reversed is having that self-forgiveness and moving on and having hope, which is really, really good. All right, let me do these ones. All right, what does Leo need to know for August? All right, what does Leo, there's too many. What does Leo need to know for the month of August? Right. Okay, on the bottom we have endings. Endings bring new beginnings. There's growth, there's change, liberation and transition. It's like the Coffin card, which is quite good. And moving on. You know, maybe you go and travel. It's receiving what you need. It's moving on, closure issues. Got the Boat. Okay, so the ones that fell out are there's somebody new possibly coming. It's about unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love, which is good. Maybe that's going to be coming, some new person. Somebody also might be watching and stalking you. So or maybe on social media, maybe just in person, just be very careful. Someone is mirroring you. It's about introspection, self-image, can be any of those things. And the other one is, the last one of these is photos. So maybe maybe someone's missing you, maybe someone's looking at your photos, maybe you're looking at the photos of somebody. But you need to make some new memories even. So that's those ones. And I'll do some angel. Maybe we'll do romance because it said new love, just so you can see what there is. Okay, do you have for Leo for August 2020? Leo, August 2020. All right. Honeymoon. Calling in your soulmate. Engagement. And give your relationship a chance. So, which was reversed. And engagement was reversed. So, maybe you need to, as I said before, maybe you need to do some meditation. Maybe do some prayers and some affirmations to call in your soulmate. Put out there what you do want in the universe rather than what you don't want, so you can attract really good things. Maybe you travel. Maybe you meet someone while you're traveling, possibly. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment. And the other one is give your relationship a chance, which is working on your partnership. Maybe in this other situation, maybe someone wasn't doing that. And they weren't offering a high level of commitment. But hopefully the new person will. On the bottom of the deck is to let your friends help you. So maybe you go out with some friends and you meet somebody. And soulmate card, which was reversed. So at the moment, the person, as I said, is not the person that this spread was about, is not your soulmate, but there might be someone new coming. We'll do a couple of angel answers. Leo for August 2020. Leo for August 2020. Okay, this Leo need to know. Oh my goodness, you got a couple straight away. All right. Okay, so there might be some secrets that somebody's not, you don't know. Maybe there's some information you don't know, but also it talks about getting more information, which is all about using your intuition. Because if you see in the picture, the guy's got, I don't know if you can see or not, the guy's like got this, thing here going up to the universe, and, they're trying to get more information. Maybe there's something you're going to find out, or maybe you meditate, or maybe you use your intuition more, maybe to find out some information. You got 2 yeses to, I think, what I've said. There might be some sort of compromise made, maybe with the new situation. There might have to be some compromise, or maybe, and balance. It looks like there needs to be balance because there's 2 scales. But also maybe you need to make a compromise even with this other person if you do have the kids. But something is going to happen within the next few months, which is really good. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of opportunity possibly, so which is good. Anyway, Leo, that is your reading for August. I hope it resonates, and if it does, please share and like and subscribe, and we'll see you next month, or even I might even do weekly readings. So yeah, check it out.